Thank you, thank you. I'm Scott Pollack, and I'm with Red Oak Consulting, and we're here in Montclair, New Jersey. Thanks for joining us today for the next episode of Just Philanthropy. Today we're going to talk about something that's very interesting to me, and hopefully you'll find it interesting, and that's philanthropy. Okay, we're going to break down philanthropy. Okay, we're going to talk today about how do you find out what's important to you, and how do you connect with that with philanthropy. And then action plan. What are you going to do about it? Right? And 3, as you mature and get older, what's your family legacy? So let's start with finding your moral compass, or it's like your biography. When I was young, I was trying to think, what were the values that my parents instilled in me? And honestly, I had a hard time thinking about that. Okay, because things have changed, and I think kids are more in tune with things, and the parents are having a better conversation. With me, it was, go to your room and, Dad's going to come out with the belt. That's the only thing I remember about growing up. But it wasn't that bad. But planting tree in Israel, like that was kind of something that we did. But that was then. A little bit, a little older now. Okay, more mature, I should say, because we're all older. But I really wanted to look at today. Okay, and today, the kids are really plugged in. Environmental issues, climate change, social justice. That's a big one in a lot of different directions now. That's very timely, and people are really plugged into all the issues that go into social justice, and that's really important. You turn on the news, you see it every night. The arts, music, entertainment, skills that you learn when you grow up that are important to you, that your family says that these are things that you can carry on in your life. Let's say your talents. So there's a lot of things that you want to find your moral compass. Like when you're young, what guides you? What are those values that you carry with you that are life sustaining, that probably will stay with you, and you'll find more, but you're going to have these core values, and those are the things that are going to connect you to philanthropy. And it's not about age, like I'm talking about. These are, we see kids in my neighborhood that open up a lemonade stand, and it's for wounded warriors, or it's for climate change, or it's for the food pantry, the local food pantry. So you see it, pretty common, fundraisers. Okay, so at a young age, it's instilled into us values and action plan. Okay, now to break down action plan, boils down to the easiest way to say it is the 3 T's. Okay, what does everybody have to offer? What do they have? They have their time. Okay, they have their talents, and you have your treasure. Everybody's got some time, or you can make time. So, for example, you can volunteer at the food bank. You can do Habitat for Humanity on a weekend. I did that. That was pretty cool. You can do different things to volunteer at the library, etc. So get involved. I'm here really to coach you, and really more than tell you about, or educate, or lecture, or a class. But I'm really trying to get people to find their compass and put it into action with time, with talent. Talent being, you're an accountant. Okay, you're good with numbers. You're into marketing, graphics, fundraising. All what is your value? Find out the organization that is connected to the values that you treasure. Okay, and then add your treasure, which could be money, could be writing a check, could be different ways to give with different vehicles, highly appreciated stock, life insurance. There's tons of different ways. That's a whole nother topic. So you find the organization, your moral compass, action plan, which involves finding that organization, finding out how you can help that organization, and perhaps you can even be on the board. Someone finds that you're a volunteer and you're really enthusiastic about the cause, they might say, gee, why don't you join the board? And you can join at a young age even. There's really no age restrictions or limit, and that can really help you get involved with the community. So you have your time, volunteer, your talent, things that you could provide and work with in a community sense with that organization that you find near and dear to your heart, right? And the treasure part is really the financial support that all organizations need. Now, when you get to be older or you've developed quote unquote wealth. What do I mean by wealth? We're not talking about like mega bucks, you know what I mean? Philanthropy, you got to be mega wealthy, millions of dollars in trust funds and all that stuff. Yes, of course that's there. But with Red Oak, we talk about wealth strategies for working people, and everybody has wealth. A lot of people have wealth work with it. The way I define wealth is that if you have funds for retirement and you fulfilled all your needs, your kids are in college, your kids are out of college, you have grandkids, okay, and you're in the retirement phase, the later stages, and you have enough money to sustain you to your life expectancy. We assume 90. Pull the plug. I'm sorry I used that, but at 90 you're gone because we have to project an age. We have to use an age. So at 90, if you have $1 left, to me that's more. That's $1 more than you really needed, and that $1 is wealth. So do a financial plan. Speak to your advisor. Find out if you have wealth. What is your wealth? Where's your wealth going to? And that speaks to two types of capital. There's personal capital, which is what I just said. It's for you, it's your family, it's what you have to consume. Personal capital to sustain you and help you enjoy your life and maximize your life. And then there's social capital, which is that dollar or anything more than a dollar. And if it's significant, where's that social, what do we call social capital? It's going to be out to the social, to society, because it's going to be taxed. And taxes are the biggest thing that you want to mitigate. And one of the ways to mitigate taxes is to provide a legacy, okay? Tax advantage strategies so you don't, basically when you pass, the government state, you're going to take a snapshot of what you own. Everything, life insurance, your house and everything. So the more that you have given to your kids, the more that you have reduced your estate, then that's beneficial to you tax-wise, because the government gets less and the family and the organizations and your philanthropic pursuits gain instead of the government. Because at the end of the day, the government's taking your money. They're going to redistribute that wealth, and who knows what they're going to spend it on, right? And we generally don't like that. We'd rather control that ourselves, control thing. So I also say the state taxes are voluntary tax. So I went way, way beyond the scope of what you're saying. But just to wrap up, because thank you, this is really important to me. Finding a moral compass is really, you can talk to your children about this. And the action plan, get involved. And then think of the family legacy and the values that you want to pass on to your children and your grandchildren. And you can do it using quote unquote philanthropy or giving or your time, treasure, and talents to really carry that mission out. So I hope you got something out of this episode of Just Philanthropy. Please come back, and in the meantime, please subscribe, like us, and we see you next time. Have a great day, and please stay safe. Thank you.